It should be remembered that wine, while a remarkable, varied and deliciously complex drink, is an agricultural product. Made from grapes, these are the fruit of the vine, the source of the soil and the sun, with specific requirements required for a fine result. Indeed, high-quality wine requires particular conditions, with each annual crop at risk from the vagaries of the weather. It's for this reason that an understanding and respect for nature is a must from the winemaker. The quality of the grapes is linked to the well-being of the vine, which in turn is connected to the health of the soil. Synthetic inputs can upset fragile natural balances, be it the application of chemical fertilizers to the spraying of poisonous herbicides. I'm Patrick Schmitt, Editor-in-Chief at The Drinks Business, and I'm here to bring you a second feature on the wines from pioneering Sicilian producer Planeta. While our first video focused on the history of this family-owned and run wine business, this time we're considering its approach to production. And in keeping with a business with an agricultural heritage stretching back more than 300 years, Planeta's approach to wine production is genuinely sustainable, both in its respect for vineyard soils and the wider environment too. Not only is Planeta fast approaching organic certification across all its 400 hectares, making it one of the largest organic wine estates in the world, but it's been employing sustainable practices for the past 7 years, according to the best practices put forward by the Sicilian Viticultural Association called Sustain. Importantly, this extends to the wider landscape, including Sicily's architectural heritage, as well as energy production, with Planeta using renewable sources to power its 5 wineries. But there's a further, final, and uniquely Planeta approach to being sustainable. This concerns its respect for Sicily's inherent qualities, not just by capturing the character of this island's varied terroirs through sensitive vineyard management and winemaking practices, but also by studying its past. Indeed, Planeta is proving groundbreaking today by going deep into Sicily's history and resurrecting not only lost vineyard areas, but forgotten grapes. Ancient varieties, such as Nocera, are the island's most sustainable treasures, perfectly adapted over the centuries to the island's rugged landscapes, from the black slopes of volcanic Etna to the arid rocky coastal plains of Capo Milazzo. So, with that in mind, let's try a wine from each of these areas. So firstly, let's look at this white wine, which is made from a grape called Caricante, and you'll see there that it references something called an eruption from 1614. That, in fact, was one of the legendary eruptions on Mount Etna, and it lasted for 10 years, so it's gone down in history as being the longest lasting eruption on what is Europe's highest active volcano. Here we've got Caricante, a little bit of Riesling blended in there. Caricante, the grape variety, has been grown on the slopes of Etna for over 1,000 years, so it's very well adapted to these very rocky black soils that you find there. The wine's delicious. It's slightly smoky, almost toasted, although there's no oak at all used in the winemaking. The palate is delicate. There's lots of fresh citrus, a little bit of crisp green apple. It's bright, it's slightly floral, it's layered, it's delicate, and it's a fascinating wine with really, really lovely bright acidity and just 12.5% alcohol. Next, I'd like to look at a red wine, and this time we're going to turn to the most recent development by the Planeta family, which is an area or style of wine called Mamertino, and it's from Capo Milazzo, where they started planting vines in 2011. It's fascinating wine because this is an area and a style of wine that supposedly was drunk by Julius Caesar over 2,000 years ago. And in fact, here it employs a grape variety called Nocera, which Pliny mentioned in his wine classification. Planeta do make a wine purely from Nocera, but in this case, we're looking at a red that's a blend of native Sicilian grape Nero d'Avola with Nocera. It's a fascinating wine. It's quite delicate, it's quite light in colour. It's almost Pinot-esque, with lots of red fruit, red cherry, quite a light body. And then it's got this finish where you have slightly floral notes and then quite firm tannins. You can almost feel them coating your mouth, as well as a freshness. So it's delicate, it's got lots of lovely red berry fruit, and then a dry, slightly tannic, refreshing finish, making for a very versatile, structured, delicate and delicious style of red wine. So there you have it, Mamartino di Milazzo, a fabulous newcomer to the world of wine, delicate, pretty, but structured and tannic, incorporating the ancient grape of Nocera. So thank you very much for listening, and please join me for my next video on Planeta when I consider the region of Menfi.